Hey guys, welcome to No Ordinary Woman Chat Show. Now guys, you know the drill when you come on a show. What are you supposed to do? Come on man, phone the crew, let them know the show is about to begin. And come back and join us because we have a phenomenal... Listen, Chale. No, I'm not from Ghana. Well, maybe I might be from Ghana, but true slavery and them thing. Anyway, let's not even go there because that's just like another topic for another show. But we've got a phenomenal, amazing, no ordinary woman on the show, yes. But in order for you to find out who that is, you need to go and phone the crew because we need people to know about the show. So I shall see you on the other side to meet the no ordinary woman herself, other than myself, in a bit. See you in a bit. Peace out. Ciao.
This summer, the United Kingdom will experience one epic night of praise. Greater Tour comes to the UK with award winner international praise and worship minister Sherwin Gardner on the 28th of July 2017. Greater Tour launches Sherwin Gardner with his new praise and worship album Greater, featuring Billboard topping single Because of You. Come and be part of this explosive night with classic hits like I Worship You. Sherwin Gardner's full live band Ignite. Adding to this experience is Jamaica's own and UK favourite DJ Nicholas.
So when me take a breathe, me can't believe the thing that women say.
Support by Emmanuel Smith-Halley and JC May and more. It's all taking place at the ARC, Forest Gate, London, Friday on the 28th of July 2017. Door open at 7 p.m. Tickets are available on Eventbrite or Facebook event page. For more information, call 07506 563 007 or contact at sherwingardner.com. This event is powered by Flowmasters, the ARC Artist Hub, A Step Forward, Premier Gospel and Vine Juice.
Hey guys, thank you for coming back and thank you for telling the crew about the show. Anyhow, right, we got this no ordinary woman. Her name is Melanie Gale. She is like, she's a comedian, she's an actress, she's a rapper, she's a singer, she's a presenter. Listen, she had us in stitches before the show even started. And I'm just like thinking, I don't even know how I'm going to do the show without busting up and running on the floor. But I'm going to make an attempt. So let me just stop chatting and gassing because you know how I do. And let me introduce you to Melanie Gale.
Hey
girl,
guys, how you doing? Nice to see you, girl. I'm
Welcome.
loving the set. I'm loving the No Ordinary Woman.
Good.
And when you were speaking earlier about this phenomenal woman, I was like, who's that? Is it me? But yeah, no, I'm happy to be on the show. So thanks for inviting me.
Thank you. I mean, you just look hot, girl.
Oh my God, damn.
It must be a Northwest thing, you know?
It's North Weezy. I say the same thing.
yo.
The pinks, the purple. Like, these are my colours, you know.
Really?
These are my trademark colours.
But it's so ironic because every time a woman comes on a show, it always tends to be some kind of pink lipstick, pink nail varnish, pink purple, something.
It's so
I'm
funny.
like,
I was a tomboy growing up, so I was
Right.
anti-pink, growing up,
yeah.
anti-skirts, you know what I mean? There was none, but somehow this is like my colour, like my pashminas and all my stuff. So I'm feeling that
thank
connection.
you. Well, we're connected there, you know how we do.
looking
but
good.
So Mel, are you gonna like spit for us?
What, some bars?
Yeah.
Well, do you know what? Like since you asked, you know what I mean? I could hold back, but you asked me. But seriously, when I was growing up, I was a rapper known as Caramel G, aka MTG. So I just do some freestyles for you guys, like so. So my name's M to the T to the G. They're on the scene, so can you see me? No ordinary woman to get to know me. So the chat show things, and it's going crazy. Say Northwest, who are you ready for me? Say Kazmac, say the new melody. Bigging up the things to the North Weezy, so that all of my crew to get to know me.
Cheers!
I feel like it's like riding a bike. People's like, you can't spit bars, but trust me, I can. Hopefully you enjoyed that.
You know what? I'm signing you.
Oh my God.
I got a label in it.
Well, yeah, I got more.
Yeah.
I save it though. I save it for another time. But yeah, I love music. I do love music. If you leave me, I go on for hours. You know what I mean? But no, I do love
It's
music.
all good.
and
It's all
spitting,
good.
so.
It's all good.
It's all fun. Do you know what
So
I mean?
Melanie, right? Let's just try and be serious.
Okay, I'm going to put my serious hat on, guys. I'm going to be serious now. Be serious for a minute.
How did you start your journey? I mean, just tell the viewers about you, about Melanie.
Where did it start?
Gale. How
Yeah,
did you
I mean-
start? Because, you know, obviously doing acting.
Yeah.
And I also understand you're also on BFM as well, is it?
I was on BFM with me.
Yeah.
I was doing that last year, but this year I haven't carried it on so much. But I've got a few things happening. But to go back, I think like all my family grew up in Brent, and my mum and dad, they used to do a lot of community stuff. So my mum
Right.
used to do a thing called Black Insight in Harlesden, and my dad used to do Kingfisher's Youth Club. So I grew
Okay.
up a lot of community spirit and working together and stuff like that. And my mum sort of was very creative, pushed us into stage school. So I got those jazz hands. So as a child, I went to school, we did ballet, tap, jazz, and singing and drama.
Right.
But when I left school, I was like, I don't want to do any of that.
Yeah.
Forget that. I thought I was going to be the UK Missy, and I went straight into rapping. Yeah, I was like, I'm going to mash up this thing. I was on the bar spitting in all the crews and all of that, and I just said I'm going to leave that. And I pursued music for a bit. Then I got caught up at work. So I'm also, I still work and that, and I've worked in advertising the last 15 years.
Okay.
So I got caught up at work, stopped doing music. But then, you're sitting in the office. I'm like, this ain't Mel G. I'm like, this ain't me. I ain't talking about their dogs and all this stuff. This ain't my life. Do you know what I mean? So I said, what can I do now? I've done music. What challenge can I do? I like to challenge myself. So 2014, I was like, I want to do comedy. I'm going to try. And I just I'm not scared of trying things, something new. So I saw a course. It was an online course saying 7 weeks. At the end of it, you do a gig. And obviously, the course didn't make me funny, but somehow it gave me the confidence to go out there. And at the end of that gig, I was the closing act, and it was really cool. Yeah. And then they said, "Oh no, go out there again. There's a contest the following week called the Golden Jester." I went in that, just having a laugh really. I got through to the quarterfinals. Yeah, and then from there it just carried on. Then I went to Edinburgh Festival, and then by that year I was opening for Richard Blackwood and stuff.
Wow.
And then it's comedy is just really crazy. It's taken me back into my childhood, and it's just taken me back into all entertaining. And it's probably the last thing I did, but it's the most natural thing that was staring me in the face.
Yeah,
if you see what I mean. And then comedy led me into hosting. Someone sent me a tweet like, "Hey girl, can you host?" I was like, "Yeah." I take chances. I was like, "Sure I can, man." Never done it. I was like, "Yeah." So I started hosting this thing called Sound Movement at Paradise. Did that for about a year. Then I was hosting comedy and stuff. And I think the thing with hosting, which was I got a lot of energy, and you got to be quick thinking, which comes from comedy. And I love music and comedy, so it's just natural stuff. Yeah. So I fell into that, and I don't know how I even got into the acting. I think I just said, let me try that as well. And parts just started coming. And, I had a few lines, and then I got a few leads, and I played a few crackhead, alcoholic, drunk mums as well, going in, which for me was funny. Yeah, it's serious acting, It's not comedy roles. It's total different.
So basically you went from doing, being a comedian. And then also being straight drama.
The first.
How do you manage to do the two and just
really
stay
weird.
focused in that
It's really
sense?
weird. It's so one of the first, I did some small parts and stuff, just get familiar on the camera again and stuff like that, some background stuff. And then there's a part called The Rap Killer, and they wanted this alcoholic crackhead mum. And I do challenges, but I thought, can I even do that? I don't have kids anyway, do you know what I mean? But I was like, how am I going to do that? I'm not a crackhead, and I'm not a killer, do you know what I mean? I don't do drugs and now I drink. So I was like, can I really do this? So I turned up there, and the guy pushed me, went for it, and he gave me the job. And I was like, am I really going to deliver? So I was really I watched some Halle Berry things from Jungle Fever.
Okay, so do you do your own research?
I do my research,
right.
yeah, to get into the character, because I don't really have any of that. I use a bit of my granny as well, a little bit of a cussing mode. But I just kind of tried to find a character. And that was one of the biggest things, and everybody was saying, wow, you really got presence. The guy said, everyone was saying the mum was good, and I kept on getting all this feedback. So that was really encouraging. And then from that, I put that on my reel, and I got agents. And then the agents was that scene, so it's something it's not overthinking it. Yeah. Obviously I had training as a kid, but I think just the realness or my approach to it, it just seemed to get me through the door. And then more and more auditions came, and then I had seriously a lot of straight drama. And then now I've done a few comedy actress roles, which is fun. But yeah, I enjoy it all. And it's just a challenge, and I think with acting, you go into another character.
Yes.
And it's just good because people always expect it's going to be fun with me. So even my mum that saw The Rap Killer, she was like, wow, you've really, she used to do social work. She's like, you really hit a nerve there. You really took her back to some of the cases. So my mum herself, and that was wow, I must have really done something there for my mum to still be wow, that was deep.
That's really good.
And so from there I was like, okay, so I filmed today again, a feature film. So I've gone from shorts, and I've got 3 feature films that should be out this year as well now. So it's just crazy. And for me, they always say BAME, there's no work for the BAME artists and all of that. But I've got a day job. And this year started, and I filmed every weekend. I filmed every weekend this year. I've had auditions every week. I've filmed every week, and I've got another audition on Tuesday. So I think it's what you want to believe. I never came in believing, it's not going to work, or as a black female, I'm not going to get through. I just go in with anything I apply for. I believe I can do it. and I seem to get through.
But even with you saying that, you have to believe, but obviously it has to start from yourself.
Yeah, you have to have self-belief. Yeah, you have to believe. I think in life, a lot of people tell you, oh, no, you can't do that, girl. Oh, you're too old for that now. And I think growing up as a child, I used to listen to people. So when I was younger, I was like, I had a lot of weight on me. But I was always a good dancer. I was always a good dancer. Yeah? I always had the moves. But people tell me, girl, if you lost a bit of weight, you got the face. But if you lost a bit of weight, you could be a dancer. And those type of things as a child, it's only recently I thought, oh my God, like, I actually stopped dancing as a result of things like that
because it made me negative talk.
Yeah, because it's making me think I'm too fat to be a dancer. Why am I too fat? I'm like, when you're big, you're really moving things, That's
why I like Missy Elliott and people like that. You know what I mean? Because they're just such inspiration, and then it's just
she's gone through all of that. Yeah. That's why I love Missy. She's like one of my biggest. That was my inspiration growing up. But I think as a younger, I was influenced by what people said. And then I was like, oh, I thought, look at that, I could have been a dancer. Because I still got the moves, I still got the moves. I could show you guys there's women, I could show you, but another time. They call me back, you can call me back, but
maybe you can have a workshop, like a workshop and thing, and just show them the moves.
Show them the moves. I got it, man. I still got it. Just like the bars. Trust me, it's there. But it put me off. It put me off as a kid, and I just find like now, even as I get older, people tell you, girl, oh, you're gonna do that now. I'm not really following people. I'm like, I'm gonna try it. If I listen to people, they tell me with their own fears. It's people's fear. Oh, comedy is scary, girl. I think for years I listened to that as well, and the people's fears stopped me. But then I got to a point where I thought, well, let me just try it. What have I got to lose, really? And that's where I'm at now. If I just want to try it, I will try it.
Yeah. So how do you balance work? Because obviously you said you're still working, and then obviously you're still, doing shoots. You're still going for audition on a weekly basis. How do you balance everything all together?
It's tough, man. It's tough because, as I said, first of all, the comedy is very easy to manage because it's evenings and weekends.
Right.
That's my time. Even hosting events is easy to do. It's evening and weekends. That's my time. I'm quite active. I always party, so that's fine with me. But the acting takes a lot more time with the auditions, recalls, rehearsals and stuff. So I've been lucky with some of the smaller projects that they understand that some of us are working and stuff like that.
Okay.
So sometimes they film on weekends like I filmed today.
Oh, that's so
that doesn't
cool.
affect me, yeah. But then some of the bigger jobs, I have done a musical once for 3 weeks.
Is that where you was at the theatre?
I did that in Sin and Salvation. Yeah. So I did that 3 weeks in Brighton. And
how was that? Back. How did you even get that opportunity?
So I had an agent. And they contacted my agent and said they think I'll be perfect for this role. And I was like...
Was it Desiree? Or?
Desiree, yeah, I played Desiree Jackson. And I was Desiree Jackson Eve, and I was in the choir ensemble. So I had to learn 10 songs. Do you know what I mean? The harmonies, this and that. I had a solo and 2 duets, yeah? And again, I can rap. My singing is nice. I have a nice tone. I'm not a Whitney, but I have a nice tone, my own tone. So musicals is something I wasn't really trying to go in, but they kept on asking for me. So I went anyway and got the part. I had to use a bit of holiday, a bit of sickness, I've left that job now, so I don't care, but a little bit of coughs will come in my way.
What year was this?
No, don't worry, guys. This is don't worry about where, but a little bit, you have to be creative. Do you know what I mean? You have to be creative, but I wanted to do it, and it got to the point where if I ran out of holidays, I was prepared to leave. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? And even last year, I was thinking, man, I can't carry on like this. But I'm just a worker. So the thought of me actually just sitting down, waiting for the phone to ring is like,
it's
really?
Long, isn't it?
I don't think I'd even survive like that because I'm always worked since 16. So I was thinking about it again last year, but again, I've got energy. I've just got good time management, I think. I do rest when I can. Like, I rested most of yesterday because I know I've got a busy day today and I'll be at work on Monday. And I've got like 28 days holiday a year. So I try and work it.
So it's just really managing yourself.
Trying to balance it.
Yeah.
Booking, trying to get the appointments as early or late as possible. Being straight now, my manager's like, guys, I'm doing this. I might need to be in a bit late. I'm going doctors or whatever. You've got to be a bit creative along the way. But in general, if I have to, I use my holiday. But if something came in big, like EastEnders or something, I'm ready to go. Do you know what I mean? But I'm just a working person, so I just, for now, I can't really give it up.
Okay, so would you advise like somebody who's watching, one of our viewers who probably wants to become an actress, is just to continue to do what they're doing until the opportunity arises, or just throw themselves out there and, what would you say to that person?
It's different for each person, depending on their background and stuff. Like, I've worked, I've saved a bit, I haven't got a lot of bills and I don't have kids to look after. So I think it depends on each individual circumstance. But in general, I don't advise quitting work.
Right.
If you have a job, to go and pursue it, because then you're just not desperate, but you just, you're hungry. Like, I know some people, actresses and comedians, they can't even come into London for auditions, they haven't got the money. And it's like, you've got a dream, but you still have to
maintain
it.
Yeah.
And like when I did music, I used to work 6 months and quit, because I was like, I'm going to be the UK Missy. So that was when I was like, I'm not going to work, I'm going to work and quit. And I think I did a lot of that. And then I think when I got a bit older, I was like, got a bit stable, because having the income gave me the balance I needed to do what I needed to do. But if you haven't even got the income to tick over, and it makes things a lot harder.
Yeah.
So I would say, maybe if you're coming into it, just get something that's flexible. If you can get flexible work or temping.
Yeah.
If I could change the time now, I'd probably look for flexible working. But I have the full time now. But I wouldn't say quit.
Yeah.
A lot of them do like low paid bars and flexible stuff like that, which is the way in. But you don't want to be being hungry and can't get to auditions and stuff like that to follow the dream, because it's hard work. It's taken me from 2014, comedy, 2015 I started acting, 2016 I started getting the roles, and films take very long.
Yeah.
So people might be thinking, oh, she hasn't done a lot, but they're going to come out now. So it's taken me like 3 years to get into that position. If I wasn't working for like 3 years, these wasn't, they're not Hollywood blockbusters. So I haven't got big checks coming.
Yeah.
I've got product that you'll see my work, but it's not rich.
But then
so how would I survive for 3 years?
But even you saying that, but then it's like you sowing those seeds, isn't it, for the bigger job, for the bigger picture.
Right, so I'm doing it right. But if I quit 3 years ago to follow my dream, the work that I've got coming, I'd be sitting there saying, I'm hungry. I won't be looking like this. I'm like, boy, throw me a peanut. No? You see what I mean?
Yeah,
because I'm not like a lot of actors and actresses. So even I turn up, they're like, oh, you're an actress? Oh, you're smiling. Because they're so low and...
They're withdrawn, like, boy, I haven't eaten for a few days, like...
It's tough.
Oh, why are you making me talk like this? I don't talk like this.
No, but it's tough.
Listen, actress, I'm not dissing you. If this is your case...
No, it's not dissing.
No
I'm mostly doing the comedy side with the extremes, because there's all balance. But in the acting world, you've got the ones that's made it, your Samuel L. Jacksons and all that. You've got your EastEnders ones. You've got me that's on the come up, and then you've got people that just trying to get those credits. And so it's all the journey. So they tell you same thing. Comedy, they always tell you this and that. With acting, you need to get an agent. To get an agent, you need footage. To get footage, you need this.
So
you need
how
to get
did you get an agent? How did that work?
So I started off doing the background extra stuff, and then I've got something called Spotlight, which is the online sort of database. That's where all the jobs come from. So your aim, that's the end of the tell you need to be in Spotlight. You need to be in Spotlight. Spotlight won't take you unless you've got film credits.
Right.
So if you even do theatre, if I do commercials, I did the wrong stuff. So I did all these idents, commercials, all short films, tried to get in 1 year. They said, no, you need film. So then that's why I went onto sites like Casting Call Pro. They got Star Now. They have a lot of low paid or just expenses jobs that you can do for the credits to get the IMDb credits.
Right.
So I've now got 9 IMDb credits and stuff. And then you get that, and then from that you can get into Spotlight, or you aim to do the footage, aim to do the projects to get the footage to build a show reel. When you get the show reel, the agent will look at it. You hope to get an agent. When you get an agent, you would hope to get into Spotlight. Then when you're in Spotlight, you're supposed to be made, but there's people in Spotlight that's still not getting auditions. So you do all of that, and then you think you've made it, and then that's just the hurdles to get in a position for the top work. Do you see what I mean? So it took me about 2 years to even get in that position. And then I had a few agents. I wasn't exclusive. I was like, hey, who's going to get me the work, man? Just get me that work in. I'm not going exclusive, so I had a few. I had auditions for like Thriller Live and...
Okay.
And I'm telling you, like, I went in there, and like, this guy, he says, Mel, I've got audition for Thriller Live. And I was like, listen, mate, I can sing in tune. Do you know what I mean? But Michael Jackson now is a different level. Do you know what I mean? I ain't taking a mickey. And he says to me, no, Mel, it's a comedy role. It's comedy actress. I'm not comedy actress in Thriller. But I love this guy because he got me there. Because I was like, I'm not going. Because I'm like, I have to be confident in what I'm doing. And I said, my singing is nice. Do you know what I mean? But musical is like, but he got me there, right? And I love him for it. So I went there and I walked in the room and there's all these people. There's a guy look like Michael Jackson. So I'm like, hey, there's an MJ looking like. He's like, it didn't go down well. I was like, well, stop talking. And then I was like, so what do you want me to do? And they're like, what song? The man said with the piano, you know? I'm like, song? I'm like, where's the dialogue? It's like dialogue. I said, my agent's done me up. So I'm talking to them. They just want to hear this singing. So they're just getting their jokes. And I said, my agent set me up. So then I sang one of the songs and they said, oh, that's quite nice. I said, it's not comedy. Do you know what I mean? I said, oh, yeah, okay. I gave them another one. And then the man said, Mel, I love your energy and enthusiasm. I was like, what about the voice? What about the voice, dude? But he's just like, we loved it. I was like, thank you so much. But you know what? It's like, I went away from there and I was like, I went.
Yeah.
You know, I did it, you know. I can only try, but I still had energy and enthusiasm. Obviously, it's not the part I wanted. I didn't get the part, but I still turned up.
But at least you went.
I went.
And it was a challenge, and that's what
it was
always
a challenge,
going to grow you as well, right?
Yeah, I try, yeah. And I have a singing instructor. He's local as well, called Sam West. And every time I get one of these, I'll be like, Sam, I've got another one. Can I come in, like, emergency lesson? And he'll always find time for me. So big ups to Sam West. He always finds time to go through it with me, and then we record it. And so I would always do the prep. I never go anywhere without the prep. So I wouldn't just turn up there like, yeah, that's me, ooh, MJ. No, I'm not going to take the mickey, you know what I mean? I got respect for the game, so I would invest. It cost me £50, you know what I mean? But I don't get the job, but I'm not going to go there and just make a fool of myself.
Yeah, it doesn't make no sense, because at the end of the day, it's your reputation as well.
Reputation,
and I'm sure they all
agent.
talk as well amongst themselves.
Yeah.
Oh, did you see Mel J? She wasn't even prepared.
That's it.
You know, you don't even want that.
Or you let down your agent too. I went for one for the Lion King, so then I get a bit warmer and I had my audition repertoire now, and so I was building up. And then I was like, they said 2 songs, I did one, and then she said, oh, that's nice. I said, do you want the second one? She said, no.
Oh, baby.
I was like, oh, come on, love. But I still didn't stop me. But you know what? A lot of people give up. What I find as well, people, you have to keep on going. Like, it's not easy. You know, there's some parts I won't get because I'm just too tall. You know? So if I go on audition...
What's your height?
5'9" to 10, but with heels like 6 foot.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean? So I can't go to audition in these shoes, because if the man's shorter than me, you might as well write yourself off. No, seriously. This is stuff I have to learn. Because I've turned up there, you see the guy like, oh, and then you might as well forget it. To be honest, I could have been the best thing. But if you're too... So in auditions, what I'm trying to say is like, just do your best. As long as I feel I did my best, I didn't let myself down or my agent or whatever. If I don't get the part, yeah, I'm not going to lose.
It's just not the job for you, isn't it?
It's not the one
next
for
one
me.
is going to, the job that's going to be for you
will come. But some people take it bad, you know, the rejection. And to be honest,
how do they deal with, you know, like somebody who may have an issue dealing with rejection? What would you advise that person?
What I'm saying, you need to just be strong, and you just need to do your best, because as I said, I could do 10 auditions this week. I might get 1. I can't beat myself about the 9. I can't be like, oh man, but I got 1. And the thing is, I just say you got to be in it to win it. The more, because you're not going to do 1 audition and get it. And some people are having 2 auditions a year. And like, how are you going to get work? So if I'm doing this year already, because I have an audition book and I write down my video auditions and my audition. I've done over 10 auditions. I've done about 3 jobs. But out of the other 7, I'll go back and just think, oh, what was that? Is there something I could have learned?
Yeah.
Is there something? But I don't necessarily beat on myself. I think, oh, what did I do? Is there anything I could have changed? And then just move on. But in commercials, I get a lot of commercial auditions, but I think in commercials, you need to be, not stand out, you need to just blend in.
Right.
So everyone said, I kind of stand out. So you don't have the commercial with you at the front, and then there's like, there's Mel at the back, because you just stand out.
Yeah, you stand out, and your height and everything else as well.
I think in commercial, I'm not the person that blends in the background. If they have a lead character in the commercial, then you need to call me. But I think the commercial auditions, I don't seem to get that many.
Right.
But I don't think I'm that.
Okay, so
blending.
What would you say is what is the most challenging thing that you've actually faced since your journey? You know, since becoming a comedian and just stepping out.
I think every time I do a comedy gig as well, like, because I've won BAFTA and stuff like that for the comedy.
Yes, I saw that. And, congratulations,
thank you.
Well done.
Yeah, so last year, to win the best female comedian against this Anne Kansimi, I think, from Nigeria, and this young girl, Emanuela.
Wow.
No, Emanuela, I love that little girl. She does her comedy online. She has like 1 million followers and stuff, 150,000 people on Instagram. You know, Heavy Joe's got, I don't have that much hits. So I thought, do you know what? I'm not going to win this, like, but I'm happy for the nomination. I'm always happy for the nomination, and I'm going to go to the event. But I thought it was a given that this girl's going to win. So I turned up, and I was like, I'll just go there after work. I wasn't even taking it that
seriously.
Yeah, I was like, you know, I'm just very happy, and I'll just support the event. And I'm joking. I was sitting there, I was sending a text. I wasn't even fully in the moment, and someone's like, they called your name. Do you know what I mean?
Stop your nonsense.
Yeah, because I did. Do you know when you're doing a lot of work? And I did like the first year of comedy, I did so many gigs. You know? I mean, I got nominated that year and I didn't win. And then the second year I did a lot of comedy, but on shows like One Heart TV and OTV and some stuff like that, and then a few gigs. And then I was like, oh wow. And then that's when I realised about the TV. So even though I wasn't on the circuit so much, people would see me on those shows. And then last year again, it's like even the Facebook Lives and stuff, and because it's online public vote.
Yes, of course.
So what I just realised is that people really are supporting for me and voting for me and stuff like that, and they really want me to do well. And so when I won last year again, I was like, wow, like the people really are, you know, voting for me and support. So it just makes me want to do more and more and more. But to go out and do comedy again after like winning, and then if to go and do comedy now, it's like, that's probably going to be hard, because then you feel like everyone's looking like, is she funny though? Do you know what I mean?
But obviously you were, because you wouldn't have won anything. Do you know what I mean?
But I said, so when I go and do my next gig though, the writing for that now would be like, because now you have to, people's giving you that now 2 years in a row. So my next gig will probably be my most pressure, because I'm going to be thinking, oh my God, because after that I performed in Huddersfield and I did 30 minutes. So when I started comedy, like I could talk for 3 hours all day on EE, and I do. I do that, trust me, till my battery dies. I've done it often.
You're beating me.
I've done it. But to do a 5-minute comedy set at the beginning, that was so daunting.
Yeah.
They actually did it in like 2.5-minute sessions, 2.5 and then 2.5 to make 5. And that was like months in the making, do you know what I mean? And then to go from 5 to 10 minutes was like, it's like mind blowing, do you know what I mean? And then I got to 15 and 20. And then I was doing this show and one of the comedians were late. And they said, oh, have you got anything extra, Mel? I was like, you hit me with 5 minutes, mate, you know? And they pushed me to 31 minutes. I got on tape 31 minutes I did. And I've never done it ever. And I just had to carry on. And I was about to come off and the guy says, 5 more.
Oh,
when I'm on I was saying, yeah, guys, follow me on Twitter, yeah? And the guy, you hear pss, pss, from the side. I'm like, what's this?
So did you not use that a bit on your sketch or something?
I'm not yet, no, but I just said, the people were laughing, they saw my face, because I'm on the stage. And I'm like, huh? And I tell them, I was like, looks like I got a bit more time. And people were like, yeah. And then I told stories I've never told in my life. Wow. I didn't have enough time.
Yeah.
Because I was always on 15 and stuff I never told at one at a time, and they were laughing. So I said, this is good for me, for when I want to do my one-woman show. Like, I want to do a one-woman show.
Oh, that sounds amazing.
So I just think acting's very challenging, taking on the different roles. Since then, when I first started, I must say it was very upsetting to all the roles the black females that I was getting was mum. I got a lot of mums, and there seemed to be a shortage in the market for mums or something.
I could be a mum.
There was a lot of roles for mums. Seriously, if there's any black females out there trying to get in the acting game, trust me, there's a lot of work for mum roles. I don't know why, but they were all the same, druggy, alcoholic.
But why just those roles?
I don't know. And after a while, it was really, as a black female, that I know black females that are not like this. The black females I know are not crackhead, druggies and all that, and their kids are decent.
But how do you feel doing those roles? I mean, even knowing that not all black mums are like this. Do you understand?
Yeah.
Does that make you feel that way?
I did it once in Rapula, and then the parts came in. I was like, I don't want to do it anymore. I don't want to do these ones. So I started not doing it. Then there was one called Lost in Mozart I did. Well, I wasn't so much of a druggie. I think I was just a bit aggressive, maybe alcoholic or something. So I have a little moment where I shout at him, but I like the context of the story of that one. So it wasn't so much as a horrible mum, and it's more about my son, and it was done in Kilburn.
Okay, because I was going to say, was it actually done in Mozart?
Yeah, it's meant to be like an 8 Mile meets West Side Story.
Right.
And that came from like a screenplay, blah, blah, into film. So it's more about, it was in the end, and I was like, if it's in North Easy, I want a part of it.
Yeah, of course.
Even though my scenes were filmed in bloody Hackney. In the end, I know, don't worry about that. But for some reason, they couldn't do what they're supposed to do, so I filmed out of town. But that's what encouraged me to that. And then, like, I saw more and more, and they were like, we've seen your reel, we're going to just give you the part. And I started saying no. I said, you lot need to do something more. So I actually told the writers, can you write something else? Because I'm not doing any more of those. My agent doesn't want it anymore. Once I've got it on my reel, I don't need another screaming mum role. And I'm like, well, if it's for TV and it's maybe Channel 4 or something, paying me something decent, but for real level and low pay, I'm just not going to do any more. But so then I was like, I don't want to do this now. I want different parts. So I actively had to go out. So since then I've played Stunt Fighter. I played a role called Jamaica. I had some training and And then you want to hear, I've got to tell you this. It's all female cast. It's called A Show for Myself. We filmed it around this time last year, and it's on the festival circuit now. I'm the only black girl in it. We've got a couple of Italians, Chinese girl, American guys done it from New York. And again, it's about us all, we all females, we've all got our own lives, but we come together every week in this stunt fighting thing. We all want to make it in a business and stuff like that. But we was doing one of the scenes, and they were like, so the girl's going to go to Mel and pull her hair. I was like, not my hair.
I was just saying.
you're not putting my hair. They had to change it up, you know. They had to change it.
Oh, so-
and they're like, yeah. I was like, no, not my hair, darling. And they're like, no, that's true. And they changed it, so I didn't get any hits, but I was giving all the action and that. But that was it.
Did you enjoy it?
It was a really, yeah. It was good fun. And again, it's just something different. It's like that wouldn't be, you know, going from like alcoholic mum to stunt fighter. That's different.
Yeah.
But I did like a estate
and it shows
agent.
the diversity as well.
Diversity.
You need to show that you can do these different diverse roles rather than just in one particular character.
I played Prime Minister of Great Britain, yeah, and I went for a roving reporter role. I went for roving reporter, and then I was there. There's like, oh, we've got another one in the studio. I read that. And then it's like, oh, we've got another one, and it was a white male was supposed to be the Prime Minister, and I'd never seen the script. They just gave it to me, and I read it, and when I finished, they were like this. That's deep. I was like, you know, wrote this.
So you just go into the character basically and just take it as it is.
Yeah, and then I got the part. And that's on my reel, and I have it. It's called Prime Minister, and then I just went into the character. But it's more like that's like my work mode. You know what I mean? So I went into my work mail, and so I have different parts of me, I guess.
So in a way, it's like everything, you know, from doing drama school, even doing it advertising and everything. It's just like everything is really molded into what you're actually
it's all
doing.
come together now,
and you know, naturally, you are gifted, you know, to entertain and everything else, you know, and it's like what you're saying in regards to, you know, even sharing with the viewers about wanting to become an actress or an actor. You still got to work, you still got to eat, but even those experiences can be incorporated in, you know, going for the auditions and things like that, because it helps you to go into that mode, isn't it?
It all helps. As I said, sometimes I have a job as a corporate in advertising, and I'm like, well, that's what I do, so I can fit
it's
in.
easy,
and it's just real life experiences, and I think it just keeps me real. I don't be walking around, oh no, I'm an actor, darling, you know. Why? Everyone's got bills to pay in real life, and I said, I just think that a lot of the young people, they just think it's going to happen overnight. As I said, the 3 years, I've told you, the 3 years in the making, and these films that I've done last year, they're not out yet. So I don't know what happened after that. But maybe when they come out, I might be in a better position.
Yeah.
But right about now, it could be just about 4 years of hard work that might lead me into a position of getting a big role from all of this work. Is leading to that.
And this is the reality. This is what the young people need to see. They need to see that, you know, you don't just become a Hailberry just overnight.
No,
like
it's not
that.
quick. No.
There is a process. Do you know what I mean?
Some people are lucky. I know some people that just come out of college and gone straight into Downton Abbey and stuff, but that's 1 in a million.
Yeah.
It's usually it's a process. It's even for comedy, it's everything. They tell you you've got to do 100 gigs, you've got to do this. Everything. Obviously, there's people who can do stuff outside of that.
Yeah.
It's not all set in stone, but unless you're one of those really lucky people that just turn out of college and you just got that look, which can happen, right timing, opportunities. But as far as I'm concerned, you need to be active. You need to be looking. A lot of the stuff I do now, to be honest, my agent gets me stuff, but I get a lot myself as well.
Okay, good.
I get a lot of work myself.
So what events is actually going to be happening? Where will we be seeing Mel G going forward?
So I mean, even in the since this year started, so I was doing the BFM last year, which was with Leah, and it was a bit of a what's the sitch, like a little bit of advice and all of that. But for me, it's like when I have to use my time wisely, you need to go where your listeners or your followers are, and my followers are online, because for music, I've always been online. And so, like, online shows or online blog or anything like that is the best place for me. So this year, a guy contacted me from whispermaze.com, and he was like, oh, do you want to do a blogging? And I was like, blogging? I'm not a blogger. Because I'm a talker. I talk on camera all day. I do a little bit of writing. But I was like, just typing out, it's not really going to get me, you know. So we spoke on the phone for 40 minutes. And by the time I finished talking, he said, Mel, you need a video blog. And he said, just talk on it. Like we're talking now, just keep it real. So I've now got a video blog called Mel's World, and that's on whispermaze.com. I do it every week, and it follows my journey of the acting and comedy, giving tips, inspiration, advice, giving links to help people. So the first week I spoke about acting, I gave links to sites like Casting Call Pro, Star Now, for people that want to start up. The second week I spoke about my comedy journey and gave details of the courses that I did and stuff if they want to go on there. Last week I was on location at a shoot, I spoke about that. Today I'm going to talk a little bit about this and shoot I did earlier. So it's just showing that I'm working. I'm out there every week. I've got a job. So some people are sitting there I have to quit because I need to be there. But I'm working and I'm there and I'm working.
So do you show the other side of you in terms of you working, doing advertising?
I haven't done the office yet. No.
Okay.
Today I'm going to say, wow, what a month. So I'm going to round up today and say, wow. And I'm going to be like on top of all of my working. Because people in the blog don't even know I've got a job. A lot of people don't think I'm working. They think I do
Okay.
this full time.
Wow.
Because they don't believe that. That's what I'm saying. It's good that they do know that I'm working.
Yeah.
So when I finish up my blog today, I'll be like, look, all day I've been doing this, doing that. Then I'm back to work tomorrow, keeping it real, just to show that things are possible. I didn't have to quit the job. I've worked every weekend. I've done a trailer for Payne's Plough Theatre. I've done a TV pilot last week called Casting Directors that'll be out soon. And I've just finished filming today for 90 minutes. Tuesday, I was at a new event called, well, it's not a new event, it's an event called London Short Film. It's based in Soho. It's a group of they have 5,000 members and they do like a monthly meet-up and stuff in Soho.
Okay.
They were looking for a host. I said, let me go and see what's happening. Went down there. They offered me that as well. So I'll be hosting that. And again, so I saw it, I keep my eyes open. As I said, keep your eyes
so
open.
you're just looking out for the
Look for
opportunities. Yeah.
Be in that position, and if you have the skills, as I say, people, if you got it, there's stuff there, but you need to be looking. They didn't come and find me. They didn't say, oh, Mel G's one comedy.
So you have to put yourself out there.
I saw it. I had to do a little video audition. They said, come down. I went down there, spoke to the people. I was hanging around till about 10 o'clock. I was chatting to everyone. And then they emailed me, said, Mel, the committee said that I was great. I was networking and very confident what they need. They offered me the part, the role. So that starts. So that's London Short Film and monthly events start 21st of Feb and 21st of March. So I'm doing that. So everything's come together.
So what would you say to somebody, because I mean, obviously, listen to you, you're very confident, you know what I mean? You're very charismatic and everything else, but you know, you do have some people that do have that passion. They want to be an actress, they want to be a singer, they want to be all of these things, but they still lack that slight confidence. Do you know what I mean? What would you advise that viewer?
I don't know. People always say like where do I get my confidence and energy and stuff from. Like as I said, I told you when I was growing up, I wasn't confident like that because when they told me the stuff about dance. So I think it's over time and just believing in me and just I think the more I get recognised, so getting the BAFTA recognition is good for me. Mm-hmm. So I'm not going to listen to somebody say, oh, you're not funny, whatever. I've got to be real. You can't make everybody laugh all the time. And someone will like you, someone won't like you. So you've got to just be real like that and please the people that do. And I just tend to, I just do what I enjoy.
Okay.
Because I have my job. So what I do, money is not my motivation as well. The money, do not make money be your motivation.
Yeah.
Some people's like, I want money. I'm going to be Hollywood. I want a record deal. This isn't. If you do it like that, you're going to be very unhappy. Yeah. As I said, that's why I keep my job because that keeps me settled.
And it just keeps you humble as well, by the sounds of it as well.
Anything I do is for my love. So if I want to do it for free, I can. If I want to do it for low pay, it's because I want to do it. And that's the thing. I think I'd always find the time and energy for things I'm passionate about.
Yeah.
So it has to be real. It has to be for the right reason. So I would say, why do you want to be an actor or actress? Is it for the cast? Is it for this? Because I'm telling you, it's not overnight success. And these are the people that don't make it because they're doing it for the wrong reason.
Right. So it's the motive behind what they're actually doing.
What's the motive behind it? Do you really want to do it or did your friend do it? A lot of people follow people as well. Oh, my friend's spitting bars. I'm MC too. No, you're not. Your friend... If you've got a group of 10 rappers, there's only probably about 2 that's real. The rest are just add-ons like, bruv, I can do it too. No, you can't. Do you know what I'm saying? And that's why there's always a leader, isn't there? There's always a leader and you've got followers, but there's always maybe 1 or 2 that make it. And there's a reason, because it's real to them. Because they will go up and stay up at 2 o'clock in the morning. They will find energy.
They're grinding for
People that's not serious, then, it's cold. Look, if I wasn't serious, I would not have been filming today in minus conditions and Hackney Marshes in the rain. But I'm thinking of the film and the project and everyone. And I'm like, if I don't come, I let down the whole 50 people.
Of course.
But somebody else that's not serious will be like, I ain't going today because my work's done. Right? So you have to be the reason behind the stuff. I'm not chasing this for fame. I'm not doing it for fame. I'm doing what I want. The fame may come, the money may come, but I enjoy everything.
But it's your passion for it. But we're going to have to wrap up.
No!
I'm so sorry.
It's all right,
but we're going to have to wrap up. But where can the viewers find you? What's your social media platforms? Okay,
so you guys can find me online at melaniegale.co.uk. On Twitter and Instagram, it's Melanie T. Gale, Gayle. And you can check out my weekly blog on whispermaze.com/Melsworld. I think and Facebook.com, you can find me. I'm everywhere. The thing is, I am on social media and it's very important. I will say that social media is very important. People are watching. So don't just talk about, I was at Sam's Chicken and that man, or I was at the dance. I don't want to know about that. What are you doing? People are taking note. The opportunities and things is happening because people are looking. Post right. Do you know what I mean?
Okay,
use it wisely, I would say.
Yeah, because that's like your free marketing tool that you got out there as
Yeah.
well. So guys, you heard from Mel G. Listen, I know I was blessed, and you guys, you know you was blessed. It was
Blessed
just
to
an
be here.
awesome
Thank you
show,
so much
right?
for having me.
You're
Thank
so
you so
welcome.
much.
Thank you, No Ordinary Woman, for blessing us on
No,
this
and
set.
I hope I can help and inspire some females out there, young and old. And if anyone needs tips, they can approach me, because I'm approachable and I do like to help. And I like to see other people doing well. And so, you know, it's not just about me making it. If people from the ends, and I'm North Weezy for life as well. I'm all about North Weezy. So any talent in the ends, contact me. I will hook you up. Yeah. And so, yeah, that's me.
North Wizzy, this is how we
All
do.
day, all day.
So guys, peace and love out to you all, and I'll see you next time on No Ordinary Woman Chat Show. Peace out. Bye.
One love.
Thank you, girl.
Thanks, Ham. Thank you so much.
Woman, you are the key. It's only natural. Woman,